Covergirls drop. Let's go ahead and just do a quick review of how it went down, and then we're going to look into the marketplace. It's about 2.5 hours since the drop happened this morning. That usually tends to be when the dust settles. All of the individual pieces have gone out. So you see down here, when we go into Batgirl under editions, it says 0 of 13,777 remaining. That means 0 more need to be sent out to the people that purchase them. So I predicted yesterday that for the long term that the Batgirl statue is really going to stand out strictly based on the aesthetics. Supergirl close second. And Wonder Woman is an interesting one because this is going to be she's not an FA, but she's a little bit more realistic take on the character. So does that mean that it's going to strip past? I'm not sure, but for my money, I think that there are some legs on the Batgirl statue and the Supergirl statue beyond just the set number, the rarity, the mint number. There is some real crazy potential. Like, I really love the artwork for Supergirl. I think that she's just spectacular. Let's see if my phone can kind of keep up with that AR feature. Yeah, I don't think my phone is quick enough, but there we go. I think that that is a spectacular figurine. It really has that kind of wow factor, right? And she's rare, but pound for pound, I don't think she compares to the Batgirl figurine. I think this one tells a much more interesting story. It's much more surprising, and it kind of makes you look again and again and again, and that's what a good figurine should do. So shout out to the artist Frank Cho. I think this is spectacular work. So let's kind of jump into the markets. Batgirl is the common, Wonder Woman is the uncommon. You know what, let me show all 4 figurines just so that you guys get the full effect, because I know what it's like to be feel unsatisfied when you're waiting for the one that you like the most to appear. So Wonder Woman, the uncommon, slightly more realistic take, also great detail, but aesthetically, I don't think it has the same energy as Batgirl or Supergirl. Harley Quinn is really nice as well, but it comes off a little bit younger-ish, just a little bit, kind of like from the shine, kind of that plasticky to it. Yeah, that looks really, really nice. So the ultra rare is cool, but I don't think it holds a candle to the Batgirl, aesthetically speaking. So you guys know that I'm an aesthetic hunter, so that 100% take that with a grain of salt. So jumping into the markets themselves, you see a Batgirl for $99, you see a Supergirl for $199. So those are probably somewhere the median prices. Wonder Woman $222. Let's start with Batgirl, see kind of where she's at right now. So we got a floor price of 74 gems. It's a very thin floor, and that is actually not a bad price. So if you spend that additional like 14, 15, 16, 17, you don't feel quite as put out than if you're spending like double the amount. Based on what I've seen the past like 3 or 4 drops, outside of the Disney collectibles, that number will probably go down a little bit more. But now, in my opinion, is a good time to get one. Yeah, see, that floor is gone. So really the floor is about 79. I can really see this one kind of rising. A bunch of people throwing their down for 80. It's crazy. It's crazy. If this had been like a rare and it had only been that Batgirl one dropping, that would have been... Oh, you know what? I kind of want to look at this Batgirl too. Oh, no, I don't. She's not FA. I wanted to compare them. Okay, good. So here's Wonder Woman. Oh, did Did my app freeze? Sometimes it does that. Let me see if I can go out and go back in. There she goes. All right, so the uncommon is at a floor of 219. Really, that floor is about 225 because it's pretty thin. Um, a lot of 230s. So this is kind of where people are finding their level. I really wonder too, like whom is the first to throw out the first price. Sometimes it feels a little bit too automated. Quick tip: if you go in one and go back out, these new collectibles will reset each time. So if you don't feel like scrolling through, you can just kind of do that. Hopefully what you want to see next, like Supergirl, will just pop up. So let's look at Supergirl. She's sitting at a healthy 195. Now, Wonder Woman was 2 something, and Supergirl was 195 for the floor. That's undervalued, in my opinion. That's not financial advice. It's just in my opinion. Because it's not an FA Supergirl, but man, is it a spectacular one. And this is the rare. There's only 7,777 of these versus Wonder Woman, because it's the uncommon, there's going to be just a larger pool of them. Let's see if we can get Harley Quinn to show up. But let's go into this Wonder Woman one more time. See, this is something that is actually kind of surprising me. This one might actually have legs. Oh, look at that. Number 292, but the floor is 216. I didn't consider that. 10,777 editions. She's not an FA, but she's going to feel like a spiritual FA to a lot of people. Because the FA Wonder Woman is really, really cartoony. And maybe they are gravitating towards her. Very interesting. Very interesting. The first cool Wonder Woman. So she's shooting way up. Probably more than expected. But don't sleep on that Supergirl. I don't want to have to. There we go. Harley Quinn. All right, so the Harley Quinn, the ultra rare. Let's look at her. 335 for the floor. That's a pretty reasonable range. And so this is interesting. So since none of them are FAs, people aren't going crazy for them. So these all seem like they may not have like the explosive growth like the Disney collectibles did. Trying to get your hands on one of those, they're rising. They're all rising. Minnie Mouse was 680 this morning. She's probably going to be 800 by next week. People are all about those Disney FAs. And when I'm looking at these with Harley Quinn and the DC characters, I'm just like, okay, these are okay. They're not blowing me away, but they're okay. So this is the Wonder Woman FA. And you see how it has the more cartoony style figure. Floor of 938. Pretty thin floor too. Only 1, 2, 3 more and you get to 950, 959. So it's about 1,000. 1,000 before it starts to get a little bit more solid. Is she going to continue to be the top Wonder Woman because she's FA? Or will this other Wonder Woman outstrip her? You never know. I'm just so shocked at how this one is under 2, but Wonder Woman is over 2, and this is the rare. And there's only 7,777 of these. So Marketplace has about 623, still on the large size as well. Well, that is cool. So I'm going to stop there. I think that was a really, really fun drop this morning. I know that I didn't get the drop. I don't want you guys to feel discouraged. If you don't get a drop, just tee up for the next week. Don't FOMO in if you don't really want